Hey there YouTube, it's Michael here. I'm doing a quick update video on my Xbox 360 stuff. Sorry I haven't done videos in a while. I was in the process of moving and then I've been sick for about a week. I was trying to get over it now, but I figured I'd do a quick update video. I've actually picked up quite a bit from my 360. I am finding more and more Xbox 360 exclusives. Some of the games I'm picking up don't actually say Xbox 360 exclusive on them, but I do believe in the US that a lot of these games are Xbox 360 exclusive. But when I say that, I do just mean on by console. Some of these games you can pick up on PC in Steam sales. So, you know, if you're a PC gamer, you can pick up a lot of these games or find emulators or ROMs for them. But anyway, I dive right into this. I've actually got quite a bit of games to show. And like I said, I'm finding more and more of the Xbox 360 games that aren't on the PS3, and I'm finding it actually pretty like a pretty rich system to collect for. I had a 360 earlier. I had a handful of games. There's still a handful of games I'm still looking for, of course. Call the Sip Saga was an old one that I used to own. That one's really hard to find still. But anyway, I'll get into some of these special editions that I ordered. I ordered this. It's called Automadeus Excellent. It's from, it says it's inspired by the people from Gradius, which is a legendary shmups or shoot 'em up. It's made by Konami. Same people actually produce Gradius. I'm actually finding a rich collection of shmups on the 360. And the 360 had, I love shmups. I've always liked shmups since, you know, back in the NES days with like Life Force, R-Type, Gradius, of course, but there's just a ton of great shmups on the 360. I heard that you can get the Japanese versions, and the Japanese versions will work on a North American 360 as well. So they're not real story heavy, so having it not localized for the language stuff isn't a huge deal. But this is one of them. This is the special edition. I got this factory sealed on Amazon. I do believe you can still pick it up on Amazon right now. I think I paid like 20 or 25 bucks for it, which I think is a pretty good deal for this. It came with like an art book, a soundtrack, a pillowcase, a double-sided pillowcase. It's kind of strange, special edition, but I thought it was a neat one to add, especially for the price. And I heard it was a decent shmups. I just ordered one open the other day, and I have it here. I'll show you, but I still need to put in some of these games. But anyway, I ordered this Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition for my 360. It is not an Xbox 360 exclusive, but the price is right. I ordered it for $20 on GameStop. I think it cost me like $25 with shipping and whatnot. So to find it brand new for that price is pretty good. I was really looking for it for the PS3, but like I said, the price was right. It's still sealed, brand new. I think this thing went for like $80 or $100 brand new. So, but anyway, I'll get into some of these games. Ordered this one from Amazon as well. It's called Akai Katana. It's a Rising Star, made by Rising Star Games. They do a lot of shmups as well. This is another shmups that I believe is only for the North American, in at least North American consoles, only available on the 360. I know it doesn't say it anywhere on there. This was like 11 bucks brand new on Amazon as well. It says it was new, as you can see. That's how I received it. It's a little tear on the right hand corner, but it's still got the seal there. I'd like to find one open. I might order another one new, just so I can play it. But I heard it's an interesting game. I hate to open sealed games. That's just how I feel about it. I picked this one up a little bit right after I did my update video, my last one for the 360. This one actually says it's only for 360. It's called AMP3, made by 2K Games. It's a snowboarding game. I actually heard decent stuff about this. I'm not huge into like skateboarding, snowboarding games, but it was a cheap game. I believe it was between like $3 and $5. I don't remember exactly, but 360 exclusive. I heard it was like listed in a bunch of hidden gems videos, so I picked it up. Again, I need to put in some of these games to give you my opinions on them a little bit more. So this next one's an interesting one. I saw this. I found this at a used game shop, but it didn't have the original cover on it. They had printed out one, so I ordered this on a website I use a little bit called eStarland. They always have really good condition stuff. They're really picky about what they take in. Their prices are pretty fair. I picked this up for $8 complete. I'll show it. $8 complete. It's made by Axis System. I assume it's a fighting game. Again, I do need to put in some of these games. I'll be doing like top 10 lists here over time, and some other different content with like my different games. So I'll definitely do in a best of game. This looks like very interesting to me. Axis does pretty good fighting games, so I thought for the price that it was a good deal, and I've never seen it before. I saw it once in that used game shop, and I looked it up, and it wasn't expensive. I think you can buy it new for like 20 bucks. So it's if you're into sealed games and stuff, I think it'll become rare down the road. This next one I've heard good things about too. It's called Hounds. It was only on Xbox 360. It's a mech game, and this again is in a lot of people's hidden gems videos. I think this was $2, so used at GameStop. So if you can find it $2 complete, I'd recommend it. I popped it in for a second. I like Gundam games and mech games and stuff. So this is kind of an older game, so it might remind you a little more like a PS2 game. But I thought it was relatively fun, and it's definitely a hidden gem. And for the price, you really can't beat it. This next game I found at a GameStop as well. It was $2 or $3 used. I can't remember. Yeah, it's complete. People might remember the Might and Magic series back on like the PC. I think Might and Magic 3 came out for the Super Nintendo, but this is another Might and Magic. There were some others, I do believe, on the original Xbox and the PS2 and stuff. I think that's the last time I remember seeing them. But it's kind of a, I think it's a first-person RPG, kind of in the same vein as like Risen, Diablo 2 Worlds. Probably more in the same vein as Risen or 2 Worlds. But it was a cheap game. It's an RPG. I didn't know Ubisoft made it, but I don't find this one that often. This is the only complete copy I've seen. I do see them disc only every now and then, but I don't really like disc only games. Now I picked up these two games. I originally picked up this one, this Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon, because I thought there's one exclusive to the 360. This is not it. The Earth Defense Force is it's a strange series. The graphics aren't great, but the gameplay and it's kind of campy. You're killing bugs, kind of like Starship Troopers or something like that. But I bought that thinking it was the exclusive, when in actuality it's this one. It's Earth Defense Force 2017. It actually is labeled on there. I should have looked into it a little bit more, but this one was like $5, I think. I was pretty happy to find it because this is the only copy I've seen complete. I was looking for. I heard about it again in another Hidden Gems video that other YouTubers do, and you'll find that D3 publisher doesn't make a lot of games. They don't publish a lot of games. They don't print a lot of games. So I think in general this will be kind of rare down the road. It's even hard to find now for me, at least. And again, I just want to point out these are all my opinions. I'm not saying these games are rare now. They may become rare down the road. It's hard to predict some of this stuff. It really is. But from my PS1, PS2, 5th and 6th generation, I've done pretty well with my predictions on rare games. So you can agree with them, you can disagree with them. I just do this for fun. So I kind of trying to want to help other people find rare games down the road. Maybe one of these games down the road will be the next Jurassic Park Operation Genesis for the Xbox, or the next Rule of Rose for the PS2 or something. So that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help out the collector out there. I picked up this game. This is actually a sequel to the original Guilty Gear, but it doesn't play in the same vein. Guilty Gear was a 2D fighting game made by Axis Games. This one does not have the manual. I was a little disappointed by that. I think this one was $6 or $8 used. It kind of reminds me of Dynasty Warriors. I popped it in for a second. I wasn't super impressed, but this is the only copy I've ever seen. So, and I when I say this, I travel to a lot of GameStops. I travel to a lot of vintage game stores. I've lived across, 13 different states in the United States, and you know, I've traveled to many more. So, I mean, I do an extensive video game shopping throughout my time. And when I say I don't find a lot of games, it's not just from like 1 or 2 game stores. It's from all over the world. But anyway, Guilty Gear 2 Overture is an interesting game. I think, like I said, it reminds me more like Dynasty Warriors than it does Guilty Gear. It's not an expensive game, so but I do find this harder to find now. I think this will be collectible or rare down the road. Alright, this next game is called Kingdom Under Fire. They did 2 series in the original Xbox, and I do believe it's in the same vein. It's only for Xbox 360. This one's not complete. I found one with the manual. I almost asked him for the manual. I didn't take it, but the next time I went to the GameStop, it wasn't there, so I was kind of disappointed with that. But I do believe it's like a third-person RPG. The Kingdom Under Fire games were decent. They're not huge budget games or anything, so you know you might be disappointed if you were looking for a AAA game. But if you just want like an RPG you've never played before or something like that, this might be a good one to check out. It's not expensive or anything. Hard to find on the road. I will say this next game I'm going to point out is probably pretty rare now. They made 2 different versions of this. One's called the Gold Edition, that's the non-platinum hits, and the Special Edition of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Like I've said in previous videos, Marvel lost a lot of their publishing rights to video games once the Disney merge hit. And this was one of them. And they actually took down all the DLC for it. And the DLC is actually on this Special Edition disc and the Gold Edition disc. This one goes for between $40 and $55 online, depending on how complete and the condition and stuff. If you do find it, try to find it with the DVD. There's a bonus disc. I found it complete with everything, and like I said, this is the only way you can play the DLC now, which is like 8 additional characters and a bunch of other stuff. So it's worth it. It was $40 used at GameStop, so it's not a cheaper game. So when I saw it, I thought I knew the Gold Edition was rare, but I wasn't sure about this one. I'm glad I picked it up because the Special Edition goes for about the same price as the Gold Edition. This next game, a YouTuber brought up in my PS3 collection video, and this one's called Ninja Blade. This is made by From Software, and they do like the Dark Souls series, or the Souls series in general, Demon Souls, Bloodborne. But this one doesn't have the manual. It's a really good action game. I was really pleased by it. It was only on 360, in the US at least. But I highly recommend this game. I think this was like $7, $5 or $7 used. It's definitely worth it. I'll keep an eye out for the manual, but this is a cool game. Alright. And this is the Armageddon Excellent that I found open. I ordered just a little while ago. It's complete. Like I said, I need to put it in. It's a shooter. So you saw my special edition of that earlier. I wanted to point this one out because I do have the regular version of Perfect Dark Zero, but I found the limited collector's edition for it. This was only $2. I'm a sucker for cheap collector's editions. At $2, and it was absolutely complete with the bonus DVD and everything. I said I can't turn that down. But this next game is called Phantasy Star Universe. Let's see. I found the manual for it. Let's see if I have the manual for it. I haven't put it in yet. But if you remember Phantasy Star Universe for the Dreamcast and stuff and GameCube, I think it's the same game. But correct me if I'm wrong, YouTubers. We'll see. These next games, man, I had to special order these. This is called Raiden 4. It's a shmup. It's only on 360. There was a GameStop exclusive soundtrack for it, which I do have. It's Raiden's a really cool shmup. Again, like I'm finding all these great shmups for the 360, and this is one of them. This goes between about $20 and $30 depending on how you find it, but I'd say it's well worth $20. It's only $6.99 at GameStop if you can find it. I couldn't find it at GameStop. And this is another one in the same vein called Raiden Fighters. It's actually got 3 games on it. I played all 3. They're really great games. Only on 360. It was complete. I had to pay $20 for this, but it's worth every bit of $20 to me. So, running out of time here. So I'll just show these games real quick. This one's a cheap game called Risen. I think it was $1. Only on 360. Risen games are kind of cheap games, really low budget and stuff. Kind of pirate RPGs. And then this one I never seen too many copies of. I don't think it's going to be collectible or expensive down the road, but it's just, I picked it up because it was $2. This one I picked up because it was $2 as well. I do believe this is online only. It's called Shadowrun. They made a great series back on the Sega Genesis, but I do believe Microsoft bought the rights to Shadowrun, and I heard it was actually pretty good. I'm not sure if the online still works for it, though. And then this last game I'm going to show is called Two Worlds. Two Worlds only came out on the 360, I believe. Two Worlds 2 came out for the other 7th generation stuff. But this was $1. That's why I picked it up. And that's pretty much what I've picked up for the 360 so far. I'm still looking for stuff, but I'm running out of time here. So join me next time, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.